A close ally of Boris Johnson has been deployed to India in a bid to secure more vaccine doses for the UK amid fears of a huge shortage of supply next month. The Prime Minister's former Chief of Staff, Sir Eddie Lister, has travelled to India to discuss bilateral relations. He is understood to be planning to travel to the Serum Institute, the world's largest vaccine manufacturer, in a bid to secure more jabs for Britain. It emerged last week the UK's supply of doses will drop off a cliff next month, in part due to the Indian government's decision to block the export of doses from the country. Local NHS leaders were written to last week being told not to make any appointments for new first doses of vaccines in April apart from those over 50 or clinically vulnerable. Vaccine centres have instead been told to focus supply on injections of second doses due to the shortfall of doses. It means the over 40s could be forced to wait until May before getting a jab. Lord Lister's trip to India to try and secure more jabs for Brits comes amid fears the EU could ban all vaccine exports at a virtual Brussels summit on Thursday. A shortfall of jabs from both India and the EU would risk seriously derailing the UK's immunisation programme. UK officials have sought to downplay the significance and timing of the New Delhi visit, saying he is there to help with preparations ahead of a long-planned diplomatic trip by the Prime Minister to the country next month. Publicly, the government has denied the 5 million doses expected next month from India have been delayed because of an export ban. But Adar Poonawalla, the head of the Serum Institute, said it was up to the New Delhi administration as to when the jabs would be sent to Britain. It is to do with the Indian government allowing more doses to the UK, he said last week. There was never a commitment to supplying doses to the UK in any stipulated time. We just said we will offer our help. India has allowed 5 million doses to go to the UK. The balance will be decided to be given to the UK at an appropriate time by the Indian government, while balancing India and all its needs. The expected drop-off in supply comes after a record weekend for jabs being administered in Britain. Yesterday, a total of 873,784 vaccines were administered, the equivalent to 1.3% of the entire population. Nearly 28 million people have now received at least a first dose of a covered jab. If Lord Lister is successful in securing quicker exports of doses from India to the UK, it is likely to infuriate Brussels, who are also relying on the Asian nation to help with a supply of AstraZeneca jabs on the continent. While the UK has administered 42.7 injections per 100 people, the EU has administered just 10.4 doses. While Lord Lister is in talks with India, the Prime Minister has been holding phone calls with EU leaders to warn them against implementing a ban of jab leaving the continent. Yesterday, Mr. Johnson held phone calls with both French President Emmanuel Macron and German Chancellor Angela Merkel. The Prime Minister said this morning, "I've talked to our European friends repeatedly over the period. We are all facing the same pandemic. We all have the same problems.